Welcome to Airport Restaurant Week at O'Hare. Today we're featuring Nuts on Clark. We'll tour their flagship location as well as their airport offerings. We'll meet the Kenny family, learn about their process, and watch an airport exclusive demo. We'll discover what makes Nuts on Clark a unique concessionaire at O'Hare.
This whole thing was my father's idea. It was his vision that we'd sell nuts.
My dad had bought the building for my mom, and she had the studio. She would do these large paintings, and she had all this space. And then we had the storefronts down below.
My father sat down with my mother. She had the building.
My husband decided to go into the nut business and have this as the address.
And he opened, with Robert, the 3 spaces by the door.
My father says one morning,
We got up at 6 o'clock.
Stell,
Think of a name for the nut business.
we need a name for this place.
So I thought of names and he did like it.
Kenny's Nuts, Herb's Nuts is it?
Then I said, Nuts on Clark.
Because we are on Clark Street, 2 blocks from Wrigley Field.
He says, great, make a brochure.
That was it, and we started handing them out.
And that is how the nut business started.
That's how it all came about.
And this is what we have right now.
I was in my 20s when we started.
81, whatever.
Carla was involved.
I was teaching art in Evanston, head of the art department.
My mom and my father.
First you learn how to sweep the floor.
We were open 7 days a week here at Clark Street.
And then you get into higher levels of business. And it grew into the caramel corn business.
The caramel corn started 20 some odd years ago. My mom said, Grandma's got a recipe for caramel corn. I said, let's try it.
There was nothing like her caramel and cheese corn. She would make everything from scratch because that's what people did, and hers was delicious. She was wonderful.
We got the recipe. We tweaked it, went back and forth. And finally we made the recipe of perfection.
It was wonderful.
And that's the same recipe we're using today in every one of our stores.
We perfected the packets with the sugar and the real butter, and the cheese is made for us. It's our recipe.
Real cheese. We don't spray it on. And I don't use powder. This is real Wisconsin cheddar. Okay? It's a fortune, but our customers are worth it. They make it all in small batches at every location. We wanted my kids involved in the business.
I love my family and working with them.
I'm thinking, God, we have this business.
I just take lead after my dad.
They've been working since they're 5 years old.
He directs the way and I listen and I learn.
We have our caramel cheese corn that we make every day at all of our stores. We package everything at Clark Street. We bring it out to the stores. We have the triple stack. We have our Glorious Galaxy. We have our containers. We have it in our bags. We have it any way you want it.
This is what we do all day, 6 days a week.
Our best seller is caramel cheese corn.
Without a doubt, it's the mix. Everyone loves the mix.
The difference in flavor.
It's delicious. There's nothing more savory than the cheese or as sweet and crunchy and crisp as our caramel.
Cheese and the caramel could just go back and forth. That's what I do.
It's very, very delicious, particularly ours.
That's just the Chicago tradition. Everybody knows that.
And that's what we like.
We're doing more flavors for seasonal popcorn. And then we got the new chocolate bar, which you can see right here. We have 3 flavors. This is our retail bag. This is brand new. We sell this in the airports and the grocery superstore chains.
I love being at the airport because I'm surrounded by people, from all over the world.
We love being at the airports. Our people that work at O'Hare know the customers because there's people that fly all the time and they must get the popcorn.
It's great to see that everyone loves our product.
They come to O'Hare for that. They run out of their way to our terminals where we're at to get their popcorn.
Many people who we don't even know come up to us and say wonderful things, and we're very happy about it.
It means a lot.
Popcorn brings everybody together.
We're gonna make our world famous Nuts on Clark signature popcorn balls featured throughout all our stores. We start with 7 items here. our kettle corn. We have our tumbler, M&Ms, marshmallow. I like the little ones because they melt faster. Our corn syrup, our hot and our heat, a lid, the Nuts on Clark signature cone, and then we go into our popcorn baller. I take my corn syrup and I pour it in here. It starts boiling. This is moving, and then I'm gonna start putting my marshmallows in here and fold it in. I wanna make this all nice and smooth. Moving along, moving along. Looking really good. Beautiful. And I start pouring it in here. As it's moving around, I take my spatula and I help it along. I'm gonna take my mini M&Ms and I start sprinkling it in. You're gonna have beautiful color here. You see this? It's gorgeous. Put it in here. I make it nice and smooth. I go in and I go deep, and I squeeze like so. And you take it out, show it to the camera. Look how beautiful that is. And I go in again, deep, and I squeeze. We're squeezing more. We at Nuts on Clark work at things here. One more. This is my son Zachary. In. And I'm telling you, I squeeze. Dip. It's a lot of fun, isn't it? Here we go. Show it to the camera, and there you go.
Look at all those.
You have a popcorn ball with mini M&Ms. We've been doing this for 41 years. We're still together.
Sometimes it grinds us against each other.
But again, it's just part of the mesh.
In the end, we all come together.
We're still smiling at the end of the day.
Feels good. Feels wonderful.